The Phantom Wall and the Hidden Compass, an autopsy of Willpower'S collapse. I will stop before the finish line. This declaration contains a fatal paradox. When you make the endpoint your boundary, you effectively obliterate all boundaries. For that boundary is a phantom wall, invisible, untouchable, thus offering no point of interception when the challenge reaches its threshold. Argument 1. The non-terminating boundary, the unwillingness to reach the end, and the betrayal of physiological mechanisms. View the truth through an anatomical lens. Every initiated behavior, even just a second of distraction or an exploratory touch, activates the dopamine machinery, that primal engine with no off switch. Once operational, it incinerates the willpower control center, the prefrontal cortex, and empowers the limbic system, a domain that knows only one command: advance toward climax. Mathematics delivers an uncompromising verdict. The probability of reaching the physiological endpoint is basically 100% if you initiate the journey. P of x equals P of initiation times 1. Therefore, a non-terminating boundary is fundamentally the absence of any boundary. Like, well, aiming to drink alcohol without wanting to get drunk. Argument 2. The first crack is the genesis of the deluge. Every intentional behavior, whether it's, a lingering glance or even a sigh of surrender, harbors a hidden objective. As long as that objective remains unmet, the chain of actions will inevitably progress towards completion. Convincing yourself that you'll stop at some arbitrary level short of the endpoint is difficult, even with ordinary goals, and with goals tied to physiological needs. It's, a near impossibility. For the compass of physiological instinct points unwaveringly in one direction, fulfilling the mission of release. Then, the what the hell effect descends like an avalanche. One rolling stone, which is the first breached boundary, drags the entire mountainside down in collapse. Each trial is a lit fuse thrown into the gunpowder store of desire. You're not just violating a limit, you are, in fact, incinerating the map of boundaries. Solution: eradicate the root of the hidden objective. The strategy of the wise is not to build breakwaters, but to never set sail when a storm is forecast. This, honestly, is the art of active defense. Alright, so step 1 is to acknowledge the ironclad truth. Initiation is voluntarily taking yourself hostage to instinct, and then step 2 is to disable the hidden compass by neutralizing the instinctual drive mechanism, dopamine, through, preventing all initial contact with stimuli. This is achieved through 2 actions. First, sanitize the environment. Eliminate opportunities for contact, like, for example, not having your phone in the bedroom. Second, lock the technical gate by using content blocking tools such as software or filtered DNS. It's about making sure those triggers just, can't reach you in the first place. When there is no initial trigger, the dopamine compass remains dormant, the hidden objective fails to form, and the behavior cannot initiate. It's like creating a stimulus desert, a place where the seeds of desire cannot germinate. Step 3. Craft an electrical switch for rebellious thoughts. When desire first flickers, extinguish it within 8 seconds using a sudden physical action, 30 jump ropes, or running in place like a burglar just broke in. Neuroscience confirms. Mechanical interruption creates sufficient shock to reset the dopamine-driven reward system. William James called habit an automatic current, but that current only forms if you dig its channel. Every time you install blocking software, every time you leave your phone outside your bedroom door, every time you choose muscle pain over fleeting pleasure, that is when you strike the drill bit of instinct with your hammer. The victor is not the one who stops at the 99% mark, but the one who never enters the race. True freedom stems not from the strength to halt at the precipice's edge, but from the wisdom to recognize. The only safe path is to never set foot near the cliff edge.